If you would like to see how I got this look today, be sure and stay tuned and keep watching. Well, hello and welcome back. So today I'm going to be trying something new. I am taking the Too Faced Born This Way foundation and I am mixing it with a luminizer because I'm not happy with how matte it is. So I am going to attempt to fix that and see how it turns out. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I've already primed my face. I did my brows. Now I just need to apply the foundation. So I mixed it pretty much 50-50 with the Born This Way foundation and the luminizer. And I'm going to use a beauty blender this time, which I don't normally do, but let's try this out. See if it makes a difference. As you can tell, my face, in the center part of my face, is really red, and it always is. So I'm hoping to cover that up. I'm hoping that I get some luminosity out of this and coverage. That is my goal. Putting this on, it looks very yellow to me. I'm hoping that when it dries down, it's not going to stay yellow. And I am so sorry. My lighting, I thought it was good when I sat down here, and now I'm questioning it. I am going to pounce that a little bit over my eyes. Pick up a little bit more product and just kind of buff this out. And it's alright if I get it on my eyebrows. I will brush that out. So, what are you all up to today? Doing anything fun? I know it's a Monday when I'm recording this, and Mondays just aren't fun for a lot of people. A lot of people, it's getting back to work, getting back to real life right after the weekend. I currently don't work, so to me, Monday is just another day. I think, from what I can tell, looking up in the mirror, I think the coverage is good. I'm hoping that you're able to see what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's go ahead and conceal. We're gonna go in with this LA Girl Pro Concealer. HD, I think is what it says on it. And today I am going to use the Beauty Blender. And I'm going to use the pointed edge to kind of get it up where it needs to go. Hide them bags under my eyes. And I kind of like how easy this blends out. And I am just kind of tapping it in. So to set that concealer, I'm going to go into my Becca Under Eye Brightening Powder. And I'm just using a very little bit of powder and just setting that. I already have a lot of creases going on in my face. I don't need more. I'm also going to set the rest of my face today, which is something that I do not normally do, so this will be interesting. But I have the Becca Hydra-Mist Set and Refresh Powder. And so I'm going to set the rest of my face with that. I'm going to grab a fluffier brush. So to set my face with that, I'm going to use the powder concealer brush from Younique. It looks like this. It's dual-ended. I'm going to use this bigger end and swirl it around. Tap it off. Now when I put this on, it feels almost damp. Almost has a wet feeling to it. It is the weirdest stuff. Tap off some more. Kind of push it in. Make sure I get the smile lines. Make sure I get my forehead. Yeah, see all that powder fly? I want to give this foundation a fair chance. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go into bronzer. So today for bronzer, I am going to use the Beachfront Bronzer by Younique. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. It's the one that I always use, and I didn't realize that it was a concealer brush, but you know, it works. And this is in the shade Sunset. Kind of get that on there. I'm going to take the same brush I used for the powder, and I'm just going to kind of blend that out a little bit. For blush today, I'm going to go in with Younique's Moodstruck Minerals Pressed Blush, and this is in the shade Sweet. That's what it looks like. And I'm going to get an e.l.f. blush brush, pick some up, tap it off, and put it on the apples of my cheeks. And blend it back. Bring some color to my face. For highlighter, I am going to go in with the one I've been using recently, which is Physicians Formula Natural Nudes. And this is a shimmer brick. I'm going to swirl my brush around in that. And then go on the high points of my face, my cheeks. And build that up just a little bit. So it gives me a soft, subtle, you can kind of see it, glow. I'm going to put that on the tip of my nose and make that nice and shiny. And I'm going to bring it down to my Cupid's bow. Now to go in with eyes. For eyes today, I want to do just a natural, kind of natural look. So I'm going to go in with the Moodstruck primer. This is by Younique. This is the eye primer. This will help with the longevity of my eyeshadow. It helps it stay in place. For eyes, I'm going to start out with this palette right here. I'm going to use the brown in this shadow, and I'm going to run that through my crease, and I'm going to use a fluffy brush, the same one that I always use by Morphe. Pick some up, tap it off, and I'm just going to gently run that into my crease. It always amazes me how pigmented Younique shadows are. I always go in and dig right in and forget how pigmented they are. And then wind up putting way too much on. So this eye I need to blend out quite a bit. So I'm going to go into this palette, and I'm going to use this pink shimmer on the lid. This is an Eco Tools brush. It's the micro blending brush, but it can be used for many different things. And it's a big brush, so I don't know why it'd be called micro blending. And that color looked like it had shimmer in it, but when I put it on my eyelids, it's really not so shimmery. Just kind of going back and forth and building that color up. Now for me, this would be like an everyday makeup look. So now I'm just going to line my lids, and I'm going to use the Moodstruck Precision Liquid Eyeliner in the shade Perfect. It's just black. I love the felt tip on this one. Just doing a thin line. Just flick it up at the end, just a little bit. I should run a little bit of color underneath my eye. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to take a brown, and I'm going to take it on a smudger brush. This is the e.l.f. smudger brush. And I'm just going to run that close. My lighting is terrible. I'm going to run this really close to my lower lash line, like up really close to the waterline. Same with the other side. Taking that pink and running it under there as well. Kind of soften up that brown just a little bit. For my waterline, I am going to just use a black pencil liner. And I'm actually going to use a brown. Kind of like a chocolate brown. Okay, so I put brown in my waterline and I'm not happy with it, so I am going to go over that with black. Now that the eyeliner's on, all that's left is to do some mascara and then some lips and then set my face. So for mascara, of course, I'm going to use my Moodstruck Epic mascara. Okay, lower lash line. Gotta love the faces that we make. Lashes are on. Now I'm going to move on to lips. For lips, let's go with Flower Beauty, and this is in the shade Tickled Pink. It's a soft pink color. All that's left is to set my face. I am going to use my Behold setting spray by Younique. Today I'm not going in quite as hard. Take my fan. So that's it. That's the end. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching with me. I will be leaving in the description box how this foundation held up, what I think of it, what my thoughts are on it after adding the luminizer to it. The first time around I was not happy with it. It was too drying on my face. So we'll see how this goes. Please be sure to like and subscribe on your way out. Thanks.